I say vote yes. Vote for independency.
1776 has one of your favorite books in the Broadway world. How come?
The favorite.
How come?
Because it does the impossible. As Otis Guernsey said in the best plays book of that season, when you go into the theater, you know the outcome. But a half hour into it, you're not so sure you know the outcome. It does seem impossible that these two sides are going to get together. Utterly impossible. And the thing is that you start believing, oh, there is no United States of America, and they're trying to break the news to us in a musical because that'd be a nice way of doing it. It just seems impossible. And in fact, what's really amazing is that at the beginning of July, 6 colonies are for independence, 6 colonies are not for independence, 1 is abstaining, and it has to be unanimous. So how in only a few days, 3 days, are they going to get 6 other colonies on their side for independence? It seems absolutely impossible. And yet what we find out is what we've learned through life ourselves, that the art of compromise is a very important art to have, because there is a compromise made. Needless to say, John Adams, who is the spearheading force of independence, does not want to make the compromise, while Ben Franklin feels that they have to make the compromise, because if they don't, nothing good will happen.
What would the show be like without music?
Perfectly fine as far as I'm concerned. For one thing, it has the longest period of time between songs. There is literally a half hour where you hear no songs whatsoever, and it's easy to forget you're at a musical because no musical takes that much time between songs, but this one does. No, Peter Stone always went on record as saying, no, it has to be a musical. It really needs to be a musical. But I don't quite feel that way. And again, I very much have played the original cast album and London cast album many, 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 many times, and I'm not through playing them yet. But I don't think if it were done as a play, anybody would have said, this should have been a musical. It would have been much better as a musical. And as Peter Stone said very wisely, once they actually start debating the actual Declaration of Independence, you don't find any jokes until it's signed. Then it's serious matter. Nothing happens that even gets the semblance of a joke. It is all now in their minds and souls, and they have to do the right thing, and they know they're there to do something important. Pro or con. So it really is an astonishing achievement. And Peter Stone admitted that his model for this property was 12 Angry Men, which is a courtroom drama where you see 12 jurors debating, and at the first vote, one juror says, no, I don't think the guy is guilty, while the other 11 said, of course he is. And little by little, it chips away, and that's what happens. So I'm telling you, the suspense is incredible. It's almost like a thriller.
So there's a prop that you think is terrific. Why don't you tell us about that?
Well, this is where the movie fails. And what's so important in the stage show is that you have a calendar that you pull off the days by days. So you see what day it is whenever you want to. And there's a tote board. And the tote board has all the yeas and nays and the abstentions. Every state is listed. Every colony is listed. And they pull one way or the other from yay and nay. And so whenever you need to be reminded how close or how far away they are, you say, wait a minute, how are they doing? Oh, it's June 28th. Wow. Oh, but there are only 6 voting. Oh, and that provides so much tension that you bring to yourself. Not everybody in the audience looks at the same time. You get that information when you need it. But in the movie, they give you that information when they want to give it to you. That's the beauty of 1776 and why it really has much more of a wallop. It packs more of a wallop on stage than it does on screen.
Sign up for Peter's Learner and Low classes July 11th and 18th at thebroadwaymaven.com. Peter Felicia's Broadway appears in every issue of the Broadway Maven's Weekly Blast.